Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Love. Uncorks one for Davis. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Locke. And able to find John Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a 360. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Rolling.
They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point. Nothing game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Taylor now to throw on third down. And able to find Green. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Going deep for Eifert. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Tyrod Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a first down run with Collins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 11 V. 12.
To throw on second down is Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis in there to get him for a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Back to throw. Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
12. 56.
Second and 10, Luck again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
11 V. Gun.
3rd and long. It's Locke. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Bernard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now it's Taylor. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Taylor. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Uncorks one for Davis. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jesse Bates, the rookie safety, his first pick in the league. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Here's Khalif Raymond to return. A beautiful fake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
This time Taylor will throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the rookie from the U, Mark Walton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mark Walton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards. Luck on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
12.
On 1st down, Luck finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Throwing again is Luck. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 11. To the air again, Luck. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Bernard. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On first down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. To throw is Taylor. Going to throw again. Going deep for Eifert. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. Now it's Taylor. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from it.
Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11. 12. Tempo.
Again, Luck. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Luck throwing again. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Collins now the lone man in the backfield. 2nd and goal. Here's Luck. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles Tapper able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Taylor. Able to get away. And the pressure gets to him again. Charles Tapper in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the gun, here's Love. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On first down, it's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Love. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run with Collins. And he's got some space here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On 1st and 10, Love. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. Out of the gun, Love. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Slow.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Taylor now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On second down, Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Marshall now, the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now a first down throw. Luck throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down. A shotgun snap for Luck. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And that one results in 35 yards. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. On second down, here's Luck. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Right back to him on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
handoff looking right. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bengals, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.